And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Memphis Motorsports Park as we're getting set for the regular season finale for the 2023 PCSRA Coca-Cola Truck Series. Originally, we were supposed to be at IRP. That was what I planned these drivers to go to, but due to NR 2003 and its stupid pile of Euro awards, decided to R-word me and say, I don't want you to go to IRP. We ended up instead coming here to Memphis. So, apologies. Let me make sure I have Memphis on score 4. Memphis. Do I not have Memphis on here? If not, I will have to check. I will have to put that in the game. I don't think we have Memphis in here, so I will have to put it in the game. And I'll go ahead and put it in the game now so I don't have to flip with it later. So, yeah. But anyway, we're getting ready for tonight's 100-lap race here at Memphis Motorsports Park. As I said before, it is a fun, let me make sure, how long is this track? This track is, I'll put, I know I'm not supposed to do this at the beginning, but I have to get it into the score 4 deal. I'll probably just say 1. I'll just go with a 1, just because why not? Anyway, getting ready for today's 100-lapper here for these drivers. Here's the point standings coming into this race. It's been a while since I've last recorded a race, and here's the starting grid. April Winters on the pole, Bridget Thomas, Pete Ramirez, Rita Seagrid. The opening 2 rows, and there's the rest all the way down to 40th. A couple of new people, Marshall Finia making his Truck Series debut. Shohei Alinsky making his first start of the year because I forgot to put him full-time, so that was my bad. Ari Springer will drive the 34 for the rest of the season. Of course, she filled in for the 19, and then I don't know who is the 4th driver. 4th driver, okay, Alinsky, Finia. Oh, Matt Smith, that would be the 4th driver on the grid. So yeah, there's the grid. All right, let's get these cars rolling off. Enough of me blabbering. Let's just get with the program. Command's already been given. Justin Hugo leads the points by 96 points. So I'm going to go ahead and turn NR down because everybody is asleep and I don't want to bother some people. 96 points over Sarah Costello. Erica Douglas third, 140 points back. Hattie Swarm, Mandy Evans, top 5, 146, 158 points back. Then it's Benny MacArthur, Gretchen Mueller, Jesse Art, Prudence Littlejohn, and Samantha Granger. The top 10. After this, the playoffs will be set for the Truck Series. Who will make it in? Who will get a win as a last-ditched attempt? 40 trucks about to go green flag racing for 100 laps. I don't think fuel is going to be an issue. The regular season finale is green. Let's go racing at Memphis, boys and girls. Really wish NASCAR went back to Memphis, if you ask me. April Winters comes into this race 18th in the points, her second pole of the season. She'll lead the first lap. Now, a couple of scenarios that really can happen as far as this race is concerned. Lucky Prescott is 62 points back of 30th in standings. A good run for her today, she would get into the playoffs, knock Sarah Costello out. Sarah Costello and all the other drivers that don't have a win inside the top 30, if they win, they're into the playoffs. And Prescott, unfortunately, could be out. The other thing is, Justin Hugo has a good run today. He would win the regular season championship. But what Sarah Castillo does need is a former winner to go to victory lane this season, and does not need Lucky Prescott to get into the top 30 in the point standings. Check back here. There's Tatum Wright. Costello's back here, not having a good run. All these drivers that don't have a win, they're definitely in a must-win situation. Really liking the 3 wide action they're having here tonight at Memphis. Samantha Granger, who will be in the playoffs for the Truck Series. Also, Annie Crenshaw. If she has a bad run, it won't matter because she's getting ready for the playoffs, but not a good momentum when you don't have a good run here tonight. Jimmy Baker, Azara Mirmoez, if they won, they would be in the playoffs. There's Ari Springer. Even if she goes to victory lane, it's not going to matter because she's running for the Buffalo Wild Wings. She's just only running this race, only running the last 8 races because she's just wanting to get some experience. Even though this is her 4th start of the year, but this time she'll be scoring points on her own. Matt Smith in the 50. Let me check here. Matt Smith, this is his 4th start of the season. There's Lauren Grubius, Justin Hugo, the points leader. Joey Alinsky making his 1st start of the year. If Grubius won, she would be in the playoffs. Here's the driver I would be very worried about if I'm Sarah Costello, and that would be Lucky Prescott. The gal that she's trying to catch in the top 30 in points is actually in 2nd. That would be Peach Ramirez. Prescott is ahead of the 49 truck, who's running in 38th. But she is not ahead of Peach Ramirez, who came as racing that critical 30th in the points. Marshall Finia, as I said before, he is making his Truck Series debut. Throwback to Benny Parsons' number 55 truck back in the 60s. Chloe Carmichael in the 54. No Ward, who will be in this ride next season. Rita Seabred, of course, will be leaving the Truck Series. Who won our last timeouts race? That would be Lucky Prescott. Interestingly enough, the driver we are keeping an eye on, that would be Prescott. She won our most recent race. That was back at Charlotte. And Peach Ramirez just took the race lead. And this is not what Sarah Costello wanted to see. Neither what Lucky Prescott wanted to see. Of course, if Peach Ramirez wins, she would be in the playoffs as a shot clock cheese. Peach Ramirez has not had a good run in the Arizona Amateur Series. We know she's doing okay. And of course, you'll see Peach Ramirez and the other 35 drivers next time out at Chicagoland. Yeah, we decided not to go to Knoxville. Plus, I want to make sure I'm not doing enough stress on my body. Of course, while trucks are here at Memphis, you're wondering where the Buffalo Wild Wings and Monster Energy Series drivers are at. They're actually at Watkins Glen International Raceway, getting ready for their race weekend. Yeah, here's the updated schedule. And then next week, it's only Monster Energy Series. We will have the Ozone Amateur Series next week at Indianapolis, the big track, for the Reese's 200. How far can these trucks go on fuel? 132 laps. So fuel will definitely not play an issue here tonight. All of these non-charters, of course, they're just out here for pride. Of course, a driver who has a win right now, a second win, that could be more playoff points, and that could be the difference between if you're going to make the playoffs, or that's going to make the difference if you move on to the next round or not. Sorry if I can't hear out of my right ear because it's clogged up. Of course, Sarah Costello's been consistent all season, but just hasn't found victory lane. The good news for Costello is that her teammate, Hattie Swore, will be staying on the Monster Energy Series next season. She would still be one of the 10 drivers that would make it into the Buffalo Wild Wings. Right now, they would be Justin Hugo, Hattie Swore. Well, Hattie Swore's in Monster. So, let's see. Hugo and Winters have 2 wins. Swore, Evans, Mueller, that's 3. Granger, Jumiaka, Gonzalez, and Crenshaw. That would be 9 drivers who have a win this season that are in the top 30 in points. Of course, Sarah Costello was going to get in on points, but if Pete Ramirez goes to victory lane, it's not going to matter. Lucky Prescott is running in 14th. Ooh. Where's Annie Crenshaw in this whole ordeal? She's back in 32nd. The other thing is, even if Lucky Prescott makes the playoffs, it's going to not make a difference because Prescott was going to be back in the Buffalo Wild Wings series next year. The only drivers who have rides in Buffalo Wild Wings are Gonzalez and Swore, which means Costello and Benny MacArthur would be the last 2 to get in because Erica Douglas already has a ride in Monster Energy. That's the 1/4 mark in tonight's race. I don't think tires are going to be an issue. I think what's going to be the issue is track position for these drivers. And of course, after tonight's race, you'll stay right here because we will have not just the post-race show, we will get ready to do some calculations because we're going to reset the playoff grid. Justin Hugo in 17th. The good news is the gal that was trying to run him down for the points lead's 24th. April Winters needs to pass the 00, and Annie Crenshaw's 4 laps down. And she was 164 points ahead of 30th in the standings, who, ironically enough, is leading. Not sure what happened to the 19 of... I'm going to have to check and see what happened to Crenshaw. She had a tire going down. That's what happened. So she had a tire going down. That's a tough break. There's Gretchen Mueller, former winner this season. Mueller is like the third quickest car in the track. Gonzalez, 22.303. He's the fastest truck on the track tonight. But he's all the way back in 22nd. I think this is another driver that that Sarah Costello is hoping is if Gretchen Mueller wins, then Sarah Costello would be safe. But depending on where Lucky Prescott ends up. Because Lucky Prescott, as I said, came this race 62 points, back of 30th in the standings. So that's why I said after this race is over, we will not find out who are the 10 drivers into the playoffs until we figure out who is in. I'll have these races out coming up late October, early November. One thing for Gretchen Mueller is that a second win would confirm Gretchen Mueller into the playoffs, because she'll be going to Buffalo Wild Wings next season to drive for Daniel Voles Racing. Mandy Evans definitely can ill afford a bad finish, even though this is not the momentum she needs to go in the playoffs. Same with Gonzalez. Costello currently gotta pray and hope Lucky Prescott has a bad finish. And where is Prescott, you ask? Yeah, where is that? Where is that 23? Back in 16th. Oh, Gonzalez has got a problem. Unless he's coming to pit road. Yeah, he's coming to pit road, so issue for Victor Gonzalez. Came this race 21st in points. Keep in mind, the other thing that really could help Sarah Costello is that Annie Crenshaw came this race 24th in the points. If she falls outside the top 30 in the point standings, then Annie Crenshaw could be eliminated. Wouldn't that be something? .92 back out on track. Was it a tire going down? Right front. Annie Crenshaw not going to have a good finish tonight. And she was like 164 points ahead of 30th in the standings. Who's leading this race, may I remind you. And Victor Gonzalez did not need a bad finish tonight. And also coming into this race, the drivers in the danger zone of losing their charters for next season. They were as follows: Charlie Silver, Patrick Combs, Billy Kitchens, Pete Ramirez, who by the way is leading this race, and Ashley Horton. Those 5 drivers will lose their charters for next season. Itch. Oops, sorry. hit my phone there. I'm going to go ahead and fill up my water. I am back as we're getting closer to the midway point of tonight's race. Of course, we got Watkins Glen. Got Watkins Glen tomorrow for Buffalo Wild Wings. Zippo 200, even though it's going to be a shorter race. It is also the regular season finale. So that means officially, Lucky Prescott, who's trying to make the playoffs for trucks, even if she has a good run today, Lucky Prescott has officially been mathematically eliminated from making it into the Buffalo Wild Wings Series playoffs, which is a tough break for her. Also, Diana Lawson, who's outside the top 30 in the point standings, even if she goes to victory lane, it would not be enough for her to get into the top 30 in the points for a second win to count towards a spot into the playoffs. So Lucky Prescott and Diana Lawson have officially been eliminated. And you will see Diana Lawson and the other Buffalo Wild Wings Series drivers tomorrow up in Watkins Glen. Of course, as I said, I cut the schedule from 36 to 33. So we only have 2 more races left to go for Monster. Tomorrow's the regular season finale for the Buffalo Wild Wings Series, and then we will find out who makes the playoffs over there. Jesse Hart, who went to victory lane at Kentucky, might have gotten a shot clock cheese, as the 25 tried to take a look under the 00 but couldn't make the pass work. I can officially say Carla Sinat's playoff hopes are officially over. Heather Gallant, if she won, she would make the playoffs. Riley Roblier, if he would have went to victory lane tonight, he would be in the playoffs. Patrick Combs, even if he goes to victory lane, it's not going to be enough. I can say that Billy Kitchens, Annika Ritchie, Patrick Combs, and Charlie Silver, after last time out at Charlotte, they have been mathematically eliminated from making it into the playoffs. And Ashley Horton came in this race 29th in the points. The guy she's trying to run down, the 68 truck, all the way in 23rd. Where's Lauren Grubius at 12th? Stephanie Driscoll, 14th. So, and of course they're all ahead of Heather Gallant. So that would mean Ashley Horton would be safe from losing her charter for next season. Sarah Costello seeing her playoff hopes about to slip away unless something happens to the 00. The other driver she needs to worry about is Lucky Prescott, who's currently in the 16th position. And according to my live points, Prescott would be out. Even though she's ahead of the 49, the gal she's trying to beat is Peach Ramirez. The problem is Peach Ramirez is leading this race. So I can say, unless something happens to the 00, I think we can say Lucky Prescott has been eliminated. But we will wait until the Coca-Cola Truck Series are done tallying up any points. Gretchen Mueller trying to get around the 00. Sarah Costello up there in 20th. That is not what Lucky Prescott wanted to see. Nope, catching Gonzalez, that would be a problem and a half. We'll take a off day tomorrow. We'll be back on Tuesday to call the Buffalo, or we'll be back on Saturday for the Buffalo Wild Wings Series race. Of course, this race being on Thursday night. I believe Sarah Costello will probably be mathematically eliminated. Wouldn't that be something? We're going to have a bunch of rookies in the playoffs. Of course, Justin Hugo, where is he running in points? He's 19th, so looking good. Looks like Justin Hugo will more than likely clinch the regular season championship, and with his 2 wins this season he's going to have an extra 15 playoff points going into the reformatted playoff standings. Let's see here. Driscoll is ahead of Crenshaw. Driscoll's ahead of Crenshaw. Grubius is ahead of Crenshaw. Uh-oh. Of course, I forgot to also mention, the only way Sarah Costello would make the playoffs is if one of the drivers, like Annie Crenshaw, falls outside the top 30 in points. Let's see. Ashton Ingersoll is ahead of Crenshaw. This is not looking good for Crenshaw. Horton is ahead of Crenshaw. Let's see. Peach Ramirez is ahead of Crenshaw, so that's not good news there. The 49 is barely ahead of Crenshaw. Could we possibly have a tie for the final playoff spot? Oh, for the love of Pete. If we do, I may just declare both of them into the playoffs. And that means we could possibly have 4 drivers getting eliminated. I don't flippin' know. Oh. I hope not. Well, Gretchen Mueller's looking forward to Preparing herself for Buffalo Wild Wings for Daniel Voiles Racing. She'll drive the number 18 next season in Buffalo Wild Wings. It was confirmed, by the way, today. And the good news is for that 25 truck, they will keep their charter for next season. Gretchen Mueller will be paired up with Paris Alexandria, who will be in the 22 ride for 16 races next season. It's like Mueller can't get around the 00. Or if those tires are starting to go away. Boy, if we have pit stops towards the end of this race, wouldn't that shake up everything? Bridget Thomas is going to be a nervous wreck tomorrow because and of course the drivers that were already been eliminated for a while, David Van Buren and Santiago Marco Diaz. We'll see them next time out at Chicagoland for non-charter racing. How close are they to catching Gonzalez? Not that close. Onboard 25 truck. There's our booth up there. As we're past 3/4 of this race. See, Mueller gets a good run, but just checks up in turn 1. She needs to move that 00 out of the way. Needs to find a way to move the Haas Automation Chevy. And so far, she's having a difficult time to do that. Or that she's not good through 1 and 2, and the 00 is good through 3 and 4. That would be another guess. Of course, we have not had a yellow tonight. But I can tell you we're going to have a yellow at Chicagoland next time out. I'll send some buddies. I'll see if I can get some playoff schemes, or somebody can make me some playoff schemes for the truck series. So we have 20 laps to go here in the regular season finale for trucks. Daniel Voiles here at Memphis. Cody Smart and the clan are up at Watkins Glen. Normally, I would have Cody Smart and them doing the pre-race show. I had Abigail Furling with me for the truck series this week. Of course, Abigail Furling announced today she is going to retain drivers that In case you have not heard the news, Nathan Orman Motorsports is moving to Mercedes next season. The problem is the only drivers who have Mercedes is Riley Anderson. So that means Ormy's going to end up having only a couple of drivers, Riley Anderson, Marty Stevens. Brenda Eveling confirmed, as the 25 still can't get around the 00. It was already confirmed that Brenda Eveling would be leaving Nathan Orman Motorsports because Abigail Furling could buy out the Chevy team of Nathan Orman Motorsports. And would only have a couple of trucks or a couple of rides. Oh, 25's going to have to make the move soon. She's running out of laps and running out of time. See, right there, just checks up. Like, I don't know if her truck's getting tight or something. Every time she has a run on the 00, her truck gets tight for some reason. I'm starting to wonder if that handling's starting to go away on the 25 truck. If that's the case, then that really sucks, but remember, next time out at Chicagoland in 2 weeks, just remember for the 25 and the 00, if the 00 does win, if this was Chicagoland, this would be an automatic ticket into the next round of the playoffs. Keep that in mind. And even if Sarah Costello doesn't make the playoffs, the good news for her, she would still be in the Buffalo Wild Wings series. And Benny MacArthur, Game Missouri 6th in the points, would be on the bubble. Oh, 25 had a run, but just can't get around the 00. Like, 25 truck looks like tight, if you ask me. Which is not good. Not good if you're going to have a truck tight late in this run. I mean, she just gets out of the throttle coming on the front straightaway, like the truck gets tight. I have 10 to go, and unless something dramatic happens, I think the 00 has this race in the bag. Oh, should I remind you all, we have not had a yellow flag in this race, and we've had a surprisingly, we just had a surprising, nice motivational tutor, Stephen. But what I was going to say before that is, surprisingly, we have not had a caution, and we're about to complete this race caution-free, may I remind you. I was going to say that until my roommate interrupted me. I do apologize if my roommates like to interrupt me. Thank God Toby's not here. In case y'all don't know, as of this recording, it is our last day on quarantine because Toby tested positive for the virus. But we've all been vaccinated and all that, so we've been stuck at home since last Thursday. So the guys won't be back to work until tomorrow as of this recording. '25's got to get something going. Grubius might be safe as far as not losing her charter for next season, but here comes the 25 truck. Just can't make the pass. She's trying her darnest to get that second win, but I don't think it's going to happen unless traffic comes into play and ruins this. I think the 25 is just struggling. Either that or the handling has seemingly going away on that truck. Mueller's trying, but I think she's going to run out of time. But this is still going to be good confidence for her going into the playoffs in 2 weeks. We have 5 to go. Still no caution. This is definitely going to help Gretchen Mueller. Let's see, where is Peach Ramirez? She's 17th in Rookie of the Year. I believe Gretchen Mueller is going to take the points lead in the Rookie of the Year honors. And that's going to come down the wire. April Winters at 4th place. This is going to be a good run for her going into the playoffs. Lauren Grubius, this is a well-needed run for her. 27th in points, trying to keep her charter for next season. Sarah Costello is ahead of Lucky Prescott, but won't be ahead because I believe she'll run out of time. Prudence Littlejohn has officially been eliminated. We have 2 laps of racing to go. Now, the other thing I do need to mention, the only way that could save Sarah Costello is, did Annie Crenshaw fall outside the top 30 in points? We're about to find out after this race is over. White flag for the Haas Automation Chevy. This would be her first career Truck Series win for Peach Ramirez as she tries to put Jimmy Baker a lap down. Doesn't look like she can make the pass. But it's not going to matter. Coming off of turn 4. Peach Ramirez will get her first career Coca-Cola Truck Series win tonight at Memphis. Which means Peach Ramirez has locked herself a spot into this season's chase for the championship. Now it gets interesting. Peach Ramirez came as racing at critical 30th in the points, led the most laps after taking the lead from April Winters and never gave it up. So Peach Ramirez will no doubtably be one of the 10 drivers in this season's chase for the championship. Standings are indeed official. Gretchen Mueller so close will end up 2nd, but this will still be a good result for her. Tika Jumiaka 3rd, April Winters in 4th. Hattie Swore, Erica Douglas. Douglas is out. Bridget Thomas, Rita Seeger, Jessica Moore, Lauren Grubius, top 10 run for her. Matt Smith, Marshall Finia, Chloe Carmichael, Shoei Linsky, Stephanie Driscoll, Sarah Costello. Justin Hugo will be the regular season champion for the Truck Series. Before I get another interruption. Lucky Prescott, 22nd. That might be her playoff hopes over. She'll look on down through the remainder of the finishing results. 38 trucks finished on the lead lap. Jimmy Baker was the last of them. Victor Gonzalez, Annie Crenshaw, 39th and 40th, but they finished the race. Nobody out of the race in a caution-free race, but 40th place, where's this going to put Annie Crenshaw? Because if Crenshaw falls out of the top 30 in points, Sarah Costello could still make the playoffs. Folks, we're about to have the drum roll. Stay right here, because in just a few seconds, you're about to find out the 10 drivers in the playoffs. And we're going to find out right now. Oh boy. It all comes down to this. Who's in? Who's out? Let's see. Sam's Town 100. I forgot to tell you it's the Sam's Town 100. All right. And I confirmed nobody got a you blew it. Oh boy. Okay, as soon as I get this rookie of the year taken care of, we'll be fine. Okay, you will go there. Alright. Oh, whoops. That was not the right series for us. Come on now. Alright, here we go. We're going to show you the regular season finale points. Here we go. And here are the regular season finale points. As I expected, Justin Hugo is the regular season champion. Congratulations to him. And it is official. The 10 drivers who will be in this season's chase for the championship: Justin Hugo, April Winters, Hattie Swark, Gretchen Mueller, Mandy Evans, Samantha Granger, Tico Jumiaka, Victor Gonzalez, Annie Crenshaw, and Peach Ramirez, which means Sarah Costello has been eliminated. Wow. So congratulations to these 10. Let's see. Hugo has a ride in Buffalo Wild Wings. So does Hattie Swore. Trying to see who else has a ride in Buffalo Wild Wings. So does Victor Gonzalez. So out of these 10, 3 spots are still available for drivers to make it into the playoff, into the Buffalo Wild Wings series. Sarah Costello, Prudence Littlejohn, and Benny MacArthur hold those final 3 spots. So there you go. And let's see. And I've confirmed Sarah Costello has taken the points lead in the Rookie of the Year honors. That's going to do it for Memphis. Congratulations, as I said, to the 10 drivers who made it into this season's chase for the championships. Heartbreaker for Lucky Prescott, who will miss the playoffs. Same with all the other drivers who don't have a win. But like I said, this is the regular season finale points. Hope you enjoyed tonight's race from Memphis. If you did, be sure to give this video a like, subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. We showed your full finish results. You're looking at your rookie points, the overall points. You will see your reformatted playoff points in the pre-race show next time out at Chicagoland. So it will be Hugo, Swore, Mueller, Evans, April Winters, Samantha Granger, Tico Jubianka, Victor Gonzalez, Crenshaw, and Peach Ramirez. Those 10 will duke it out for the championship as we start the playoffs in 2 weeks at Chicagoland. We still got to cap off this race weekend as we head to Watkins Glen to find out who will be the 12 drivers in the playoffs for the Buffalo Wild Wings Series. And then Monster Energy Series will have the next to last race in the regular season. Before next week, it's only Monster Energy and AutoZone Amateur Series from the Brickyard, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Hope you will tune in for that. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of the content coming out. Till then, I've been Dean DeVoe signing off. Congratulations to Peach Ramirez on getting a shot clock cheese win and getting herself into the playoffs. Till then, I've been Dean DeVoe signing off. Good night from Memphis. Congratulations to the 10 drivers who made the playoffs. You've been watching another broadcast courtesy of the PCSRA. The best in racing around the world since 2017. In the words of Leo Einstein, let the chase for the 2023 Coca-Cola Truck Series begin.